Saturday, baby. It's Saturday, November 11th. It's Veterans Day, people. And to all my fellow veterans out there, I wish you a very good day. I hope it's as best as it can be. And how you like this shirt? I like this shirt. I've been saving it for several days. Proud vet who kneels for those not here to stand. Pretty powerful words in my book. Proud vet who kneels for those not here to stand. And then on kicker note, he's got another notice on the back here. That's a pretty good one there. I like that one too. It says, got DD 214? This shirt was sent to me by Gary Farrens and Timothy Evans from Halstead, Pennsylvania. Thank you, boys. I appreciate that. I really like it. And both Tim and Gary are both veterans. Tim served 20 years in the Pennsylvania National Guard, served several deployments. And Gary is he comes from the Air Force. He's a disabled vet from the Air Force. So we're very proud to have them. And let me tell you, I am contacted by a lot of people, messages, and I appreciate the messages I got this morning. Thank you all very much. And I get messages and notes of encouragement and whatnot, but I am most proud of the veterans that have written to me and expressed their support for what comes out of my old mouth. And that means a lot to me. And on this day, we need to recognize those that are among us that are veterans, those that have served, and they're all around you. They're in your bank. They fix your car. They teach your kids, or they're custodians in that school. They're all around us. They're in well-to-do neighborhoods, and they're standing on the street with a cardboard sign. They're all around us. And sometimes we need to pause to remember that. Those people around us. They walk and they may never say anything. But like I said before, they'll have a set of names in their brain. They'll have a date in their mind. Things that they know and seen or done that nobody else can understand. Anyway, there's a lot of thought went into this shirt, Gary said. The blue, he said, represents the pursuit of happiness for all of us blue dots. He added he doesn't know what the hell the Republicans are seeking, but we're seeking a pursuit of happiness. I tend to agree with him. I don't know what the hell they want outside of money. And but patriots come in both Democratic and Republican parties. And the independents, they're veterans all over. So there is a wide view of political thought, even amongst veterans. But most of the veterans I know, just about all of them I guess, lean to be more Democratic. And I'm proud of that. He said the white is written in there for liberty. And he also added that it's for the 1.5 million people that have lost their lives to gun violence in this country since 1968. 1.5 million people. And that number goes up every time you turn around. Every time you turn around, there's another mass shooting, and they're getting worse. People are getting worse all the time. Anyway, he said that the got DD 214 in the back, written in red, is for the lives of the 1.3 million men who have served who didn't come home. Those are the ones that we remember the most. That's why we pause this day. The 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, which was originally Armistice Day, celebrated the end of hostilities between the Allies and Germany during World War I. And I believe it was first celebrated at Buckingham Palace in 1919, I think. And if I just read correctly, if I remember right. But here in the States, it morphed into Veterans Day. And it's the day we set aside to remember those that have served. So in your passing today, do that. And try to do it every day. I don't. It pains me to see a guy on the side of the road with a cardboard sign, because I am one of those that believe that there should not be a single veteran homeless or hungry on our streets. There just shouldn't be. There should be a place for him to go, a place for him to seek shelter, some place where he could be amongst brothers. I just don't understand the priorities that we put in our country sometimes. We say support the troops, but if we really meant that, part of the or $65 billion, or whatever it was, increase that we have in the defense budget this year, that we have every year, the biggest money spent is on our defense. If I could see that money, a good portion of that money, go to those that serve. I've said it before. You want to do something right for the support the troops, then support them the way they should be. We ask them to die for this country, and we pay them squat. We pay them squat. They suffer. Their families suffer. They barely get by on the pay they get nowadays, but we have no problem sending them off to war. Those men should get over 100% pay raise. Look what you're asking of them. And we see military families suffering at every base you go around. You can find them. Payday loans are all over the place. Why? Because the guy's serving usually needs money and he ain't got it, and payday's way off. And a lot of them live their whole life like that. And so just keep that in mind. Keep a lot of things in mind on this day. But try to keep them in mind every day. When you see somebody on the side of the street, it ain't going to hurt you too bad if you take out a few bucks and give it to him. Is he going to buy a beer with it? Who knows? It doesn't matter. And it shouldn't matter. He's in need and we should help him. And I don't know, I get lost. I get lost in thoughts when I want to speak, because there's nothing written down here. It's just me. And I don't know. Tim and Gary up in Pennsylvania. I'm so proud of my shirt. I'll be wearing it all day. I know, and they're wearing theirs today too. They got shirts just like this. They're wearing them also, so that makes me even more proud. Gary did mention the fact that he's got his own mama up there. Her name is Diane Brizola. Brizolari? I'm terrible at names, I'm telling y'all people. But we want to thank Diane for putting up with Gary's butt all these years. And that's the way I am with my wife. I'm so thankful for her. She's the reason I'm here. She's the reason I have breath in my body. And there are a lot of women out there that same way, that hold up a man that few people know little about. Anyway, whoo, this is just going places. Anyway, I want to wish everybody a very good, happy Veterans Day, and I hope your day goes great. To Blue Dots Around This World, we'll have lots more to talk about tomorrow. There's lots still going on. Donnie the Dick is still there, and Roy Moore is still kicking up dust, so we'll have much to talk about. And so we'll be back and watch the Sunday shows tomorrow and all that shit. Anyway, y'all have a good day. We'll see y'all later. Bye.